Tonight, the Samuel E. Shull School community is coming together to make the world a more beautiful place by helping to save the monarch butterfly. Environmental factors are threatening to cause extinction of monarchs. Human alteration of their habitat is also a factor. Particularly the destruction of forests by logging has reduced the protective effect of the forest canopy. Widespread and increased use of herbicides throughout North America may also result in dwindling fall migrations. Losses range anywhere from 30 to 90%. How can we at Samuel E. Shull School help? Will help. 1. Plant milkweed and nectar plant. 2. Create a monarch way station. 3. Avoid pesticides. And 4. Spread the word. Tonight, we're going to help you to make a fabulous butterfly picture to hang in your home. At the end of the evening, we have free seed packets to give away, complete with directions on how you can plant your own butterfly garden. One thing threatening the monarch butterfly is the fact that the monarch caterpillar will only eat the leaves of the milkweed plant. So the seed packets that we're giving you contain milkweed plants. They'll also contain an abundant, beautiful supply of wildflowers, which will also attract other endangered pollinating species, such as honeybees. You also might find when you plant your butterfly garden that you get different types of butterflies in addition to monarchs. Here are some gorgeous tiger swallowtails in my mother-in-law's butterfly garden. And of course, if you don't have a big yard, it's perfectly okay to plant your butterfly garden in a pot and leave it on your windowsill or put it on your stoop. Please remember to never use any pesticides on your flowering plants, because in addition to killing the pests, those pesticides may also harm the beautiful animals that we are trying so hard to protect and feed. We're going to be making a watercolor painting of a butterfly, but before we do our painting, we're going to be drawing the picture first. So around you, you're going to see a lot of photographs of butterflies and a lot of photographs of flowers. I want you to pick your 2 favorite butterfly pictures and 1 or 2 favorite flower pictures. And what you're going to do is you're going to start in one corner of your paper, and you're going to try and make your butterfly as big as possible. The larger you draw your butterfly, the easier it will be to paint. Okay, it's a lot easier to paint a bigger area than it is a little area. So what you're going to do is you're going to start in one corner, and you're going to try and make sure that the butterfly touches the bottom of the paper and the right-hand side of the paper. For your second butterfly, I'd like you to make it touch the left-hand side of the paper, the bottom of the paper, and if you can draw it big enough, it would be really awesome if it also touched the top of the paper. So your second butterfly could touch 3 sides. And that's really important because it gives you lots of room inside to paint, and you can add lots of beautiful color. Now, I want you on both your butterflies to add in all the little lines that you see in the photograph. The parts that you're later on going to be painting black, you're going to draw all those lines in. That's really, really important because those pencil lines act as a barrier and they keep the colors separate so that you can add in as many different colors as you want and the colors won't mix in ways that you don't want them to. Notice how I'm drawing in very lightly, and then when I'm sure of my design and I have it the exact way I want, I'm then darkening it in later. And it's okay if you mess up or make a mistake. If you draw lightly, it's very, very easy to erase. Now, the next thing I'm doing is I'm adding in my flowers. Now, the one thing that you might notice is that I'm hiding my flowers in back of the butterfly. So the butterflies are in front and the flowers are hiding in back. That's called overlapping. In general, the more you overlap in a picture, the more interesting the picture looks. When you overlap, it looks like one thing is in front and the other thing is in back. So what you do is you draw, and when you get to something you've already drawn, you stop drawing. And you don't draw until you get to the other side of that thing. So one thing looks like it's in front and the other thing looks like it's in back. And that's really important because what it does is it gives your picture a sense of depth. And in that way, I'd like you to really fill up the page. The larger you draw everything, and the more you overlap, the more interesting your picture will look and the easier it'll be to paint.